Hello, today I'm making my 2012 NFL Week 11 predictions, and I didn't get a video out by Thursday, so I did pick Buffalo to win that game. They did win that game, so that was a correct pick for me. So starting to the Sunday and Monday night games. Starting on Sunday, Arizona at Atlanta. I think Atlanta will win this game because Arizona, they're not winning games anymore. They had a good start, started off 4-0, then lost 5 straight, and I just don't think that they're gonna I don't think they're winning more than 2 games of the second half, and the Falcons need to bounce back from a tough loss versus the Saints in the Saints stadium. So I think they'll bounce back and improve to 9-1. Go Falcons. Next game is Cleveland Browns at the Dallas Cowboys, and the Cowboys played well on Sunday versus the Eagles. So now they got to face an easier team here, in my opinion, in the Cleveland Browns. But I think they're a little bit underrated. I think they're a pretty good team, but it's gonna be tough for the Browns to win, especially being in Dallas. And for that, I gotta take the Cowboys. Next game is the Green Bay Packers at the Detroit Lions, and the Lions, it's been a rough season for them. They started out really good, and they haven't been doing much since, and that's why I'll take the Packers on this one. I think they're one of the most dominant teams in the league, and it is in Detroit, so I think they'll make it close. But I got to go with the Packers and Aaron Rodgers in this one. Next game is the Cincinnati Bengals at the Kansas City Chiefs. It's another tough game for the road team to win because Kansas City is always pretty tough to play, but this year it's been not been really tough at all just because of the way they've been playing. And the Bengals played really well versus the Giants on Sunday, so I'll go with the Bengals on a pretty close game because the Chiefs also played well on Monday night versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I thought they looked pretty good, but I got to go with the Bengals on this one in a close game. Next game is the New York Jets at the St. Louis Rams, and here's a game where you have two teams going in totally different directions. The New York Jets are just going downhill. They're starting to develop into one of the league's most worst teams, and it seems like the Rams are just getting better and better every game, and Sam Bradford has some good receivers to throw to, like Danny Amendola and some other guys for that St. Louis receiving core. So I gotta go with the Rams in this one. It is in St. Louis, and I think the Jets their defense will kind of a little bit limit some of the passing game. Antonio Cromartie, I think, will take away Danny Amendola or whoever else they have for the Rams over there. But I think the Rams win this game pretty easily. Gotta go with the Rams. Next game is the Eagles at the Washington Redskins, and Nick Foles is starting. This Sunday he'll face Robert Griffin, so you have 2 rookie quarterbacks going at it. But you have one rookie quarterback that's starting his first game, and you have one rookie quarterback that's the second overall pick, and has already have 7 games under his belt, or 9 games under his belt, excuse me. So I like the Redskins in this one. It is in the Redskins Stadium, and the Eagles are saying this is a must-win game. And you know how the Eagles are under pressure. They're terrible. Got to go with the Redskins. Next game is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Carolina Panthers. And you have Josh Freeman versus Cam Newton, 2 good young quarterbacks. But Josh Freeman's having a much better season. And as I said in my bold predictions video, I said that the Buccaneers will make the playoffs. They were 5-4. They beat the Chargers last week. And I'm going to go with them again versus the worst team here in the Panthers that are having a tough year. But they should definitely have a better year next year. So I'll take the Buccaneers in this one. I like Josh Freeman. I like their offense, and I think their defense holds up enough for them to get the W. Next game is the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Houston Texans, and here you have the league's worst team versus the league's best team. That's pretty much what it is here. I think it's gonna be a total blowout. You have 8-1 and versus 1-8. The Jaguars are pretty pathetic to watch, and the Texans are just such a great team. It's in Houston, so I don't think anybody's gonna be much worried about this game. But the thing is, Matt Schaub, they said has struggled in the past versus the Jaguars, but I don't think it's gonna matter when you have Arian Foster in the running game and a great defense. It's something gonna be close in my opinion. If the Jaguars make it close, I think a close game. I think a good game they play for them would be by anything under 4 or 14 points. That's really what it is. Next game is the Rams at the Raiders. The Saints at the Raiders. Here's the tough game for the Saints to play because you're traveling out west to Oakland, and it's never easy to play at Oakland, especially when you're a team from the East going over to the West, or either or from the West going to the East. It's a time zone drop from it's playing 11 o'clock in your time zone if you're out in the West. But I think that the Saints are starting to really click right now. I think that Raiders are also playing pretty well. Not on defense at all, but definitely on offense. So you have two teams with great offenses, not great, but really good offenses and pretty bad defenses. So I think it'll be a shootout, but I think that the Saints will be a little bit too much for Carson Palmer and the Raiders for them to win this game. So I'll go with the Saints in this one in a shootout. Next game is the San Diego Chargers at the Denver Broncos, and ever since that 24-point blown lead, going into the second half, it's been Chargers just bad, not playing good at all. Broncos are playing at pretty much the highest level they can play at. They're playing great football, and this is in Denver, and I see Denver winning this game. I see them putting up over 30 points, and I see them handling the Chargers pretty easily. Got to go with the Broncos. And here is my upset pick of the week. The Indianapolis Colts, my team, are 6-3, playing really well versus at the New England Patriots. So it's going to be a really good game. Most people are taking the Patriots. I'm going to go with the Colts. The reason I say this is because I know you look at last week. You faced the Buffalo Bills at the Patriots. The Bills, they really should have won that game. If Andrew Luck's in that game, they win that game probably 38-37. The Bills, C.J. Spiller, it was Fred Jackson. He had that, fumbled the ball to 1 yard line. That should have been at least 3. And then Ryan Fitzpatrick did that, pretty bad interception throw, and it would have won that game. I know that Buffalo has better defense than the Colts, but I think that if the Colts can just, just kind of, make them to field goals, they can hold them to, more than, if they can hold them to 3 field goals, I think they won the game. But if they're going to get into the red zone and score touchdowns every single time, it's going to be really tough to win the game and put a lot of pressure on Andrew Luck. I think this will be the game of the week, but I think that the Colts will come out with the upset victory and improve to 7-3. Gotta go with the Colts. Next game is the Baltimore Ravens at the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I probably will take the Steelers, but Ben Roethlisberger is not playing. Brian Leftwich is getting the start for the Steelers because of the injury to Ben Roethlisberger. So that's a pretty big injury for them, and he could be out for a little bit longer too. I think that the Steelers defense will be able to really keep the game close, and the running game will be able to do pretty well because the Ravens defense is terrible at stopping the run. But I will go with the Ravens on this one, a very close game. Good game now to watch. Next game is the Chicago Bears at the San Francisco 49ers, and here you have the Bears. Did not play that well on I think it was Sunday Night Football last week. They didn't play that well. Fumbled the ball a lot in that rain versus the Texans. Jay Cutler did not play well, but he is injured. He had a concussion on that hit. So they're gonna start Jason Campbell, who has of course played in the NFL as a starter for the Raiders, and I think that he'll have a not too well of a game versus that San Francisco defense, and I think Alex Smith right now is questionable. To say he probably will play. If Alex Smith does play, I will take the 49ers. If Alex Smith does not play, I'll take the Bears. But if it looks right now, it looks like Alex Smith is going to play. So I'll have to go with the San Francisco 49ers to win this game. It is in their home stadium, and I like the way the 49ers are playing right now. So thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a like and comment your picks. Thanks for watching. Have a nice evening, day, or night.